Hello, welcome back to Flying Tortoise Academy. I'm Aramis Brown.
And I'm Joey Haber.
And we are two guys who, depending on the day, love or like Kung Fu.
It's true.
Very true.
Today we are continuing our series on the Bagua linear 64 palms, now including both the Chung and Liang perspectives. In this video, we will focus on the Entangling Hands hidden strike shape, which is the third movement of both forms.
For the Liang, first three movements of the 64, we have palm down, the backhand palm up to the front. We have the lift through palm thrust, right? That bracing the heart. We have the lion rolls ball. We have the entangle to strike. In the Chung version, both palms are up. The pierce comes straight under before the lift to press. The lion rolls ball comes through, but to the hips. There's a roll up to strike.
In this clip, we see Shifu Guan teaching me the Entangling Hands with hidden strike technique from the Chung Bagua perspective. You can see how he takes special care to utilize the rolling back of his arms to elevate my wrists before exposing the target, my groin, which he then gleefully pummels.
The classical setup is I'm trying to press him in the hips, but he doesn't want me to, and so he's pushing here. Now, if I fight out, I'm going into his strength. He has the initiative. He's got me. I try to press in. He's triangulating towards me. I can't get anything. If I escape, well, he's just going to push me, right? And I may as well not do it in the first place. And so my options are a different angle than the four cardinal directions, right? And for that, we get this roll of the hands, which gets this arm underneath and frees my right side of the body to come through for a fairly wicked groin strike, okay? And you can get it on me. Yeah, it's right. It's right.
I wasn't even ready.
Yeah, it falls in your lap. It tragically falls right in your lap. Yeah, yeah.
Like even that, like,
Right. Which was a slower and sloppier one.
and
Yeah.
it was too late.
Right. Yeah. Brilliant. You can't stop it. You can't stop it.
I'm
Great.
ready for it, and I can't stop it.
Right. Yeah, you know what's coming next.
In this short clip, we see Shifu demonstrating his version of the Entangling Hands hidden strike with my student Joanna. Notice how smoothly and effortlessly he incorporates that jostling rolling strike following the hand clasp.
There's a grip on this hand, right? And for the sake of making it easier on your wrists, yeah, two hands with that hand are best just to demonstrate. If I try to pull back, you don't let me. If I try to pull back and punch, you don't let me. So you're stopping my shoulder, right? But if I use that same kind of 7-star movement, and I'll explain what that is further in a second, there's that straight fob to the side. I'm rolling, drawing, clasping, and then coming through. And so the goal here is how to use that coil to press, push-pull, to make space for things like your headbutt.
Yep.
Okay? So those are playing.
Oh, okay.
Right? Kind of right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Try that. There, see? It draws me in here, then you change the axis, yeah, and it shoots you right out.
Ooh, you're way better.
Good.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Knocked out already.
Good. Oh.
Sorry, I changed my answer.
Blends very well also with the Tiger Rolls ball from the previous week, right? From that mid-range, it's so easy for me to get that hip roll into that space to become something else. If he closes me down, right, he's going to full clinic, he's shutting down however he wants, right? But it's bad, and I can't get that roll on his body. This is a really good place to use that body roll up that we were talking about last time, to get that roll here, and then that technique follows through as the way that I then create the space. So once more, we're seeing a place where the Chung Bagua approach, the Chung Bagua being this version of the Tiger Rolls ball, plays into the Liang version of that 7-star coil to press off of the entangling escape into strike.
Fantastic. My good friend Joey here just demonstrated what happens when a person just uses that as an opener to unleash some devastation. It is very, very, very effective in the mid-range. Basically could not maintain position if that was his focus. And I was trying to maintain a clinch or look for an opening to counter with. It was just enough of a fraction of a second where I can't recover while he's feeding the attacks. And it basically felt like that anytime he did this technique. So it's a very difficult thing to deal with. All right, now it's time for our rating of our technique today. The 3 ratings are range, effectiveness, and of course, the most important, radness. What would you say on its effectiveness in range?
For range, it's an interesting one, right? In the form, much like we had with the old monk holds the bowl, the classical indication can be for as far as medium-long range. That if I even grab the wrist, right? You're already in that kicking range, kind of right about here. But for the way that I'm playing with it, I much prefer middle and close range. And I prefer that because, again, wrist grabs aren't a thing that you chain to in a series of events very often, either out in the wild or with competent partners, like we discussed earlier about our experience in bars. Right. Whereas you get that 2-on-1, right? This is a tried and true technique that I think everyone can agree exists in martial arts.
Yes.
Right? And
arm drag central.
Yeah. The part of it I find most effective is not even the release of the arm, it's the bat, right? On this slowly. It's that idea of round to hit and then following it through with something else.
And I'm definitely coming up.
So if I can use that to pop the back out to the middle or far distance where I have all of my tool set, I use it constantly. So for me, that single component ranks a 5 in my personal, kind of pile of things I like to play with.
So we're a 5 for mid-range.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Radness. For me, because it is so many things in a couple of ranges, and it's such a versatile, just kind of theory of shape, that's about as rad as it gets for me. Right? Like, I love things that are just kind of one thing and can be morphed into multiple different applications. Right. I'm much more fond of that than stuff that only works here today.
Right. Yes. I agree. It's definitely top tier radness. Mm-hmm. It fits in so much of my natural sequences of fighting, especially infighting, dirty fighting. It's just there all day, and it's very low energy. It's very high efficiency.
So the Entangle Strike, this is another instance where I think JKD and Bagua,
good friends.
they can be friends.
They can be friends. Yeah. As I said, it might be related, but
we're trying to work it out.
Yeah, we'll work it out later.
Thank you all so much for watching. Please put questions in the comment sections for both Reddit and YouTube. We will answer those as well as shoot the videos we'll post later on. And please stay tuned next week where we do the famed Crouching Tiger jumps the ravine.
Oh, snap.
It's going to do it. Yeah. Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Hello, welcome back to Flying Tortoise Academy. I'm Aramis Brown.
And I'm Joey Haber.
And we are 2 guys who, depending on the day, love or hate Kung Fu.
Love or like.
I like the hate though.